want the whole world spin my record. Cheryl, the hooded styles, check game, straight free records. Oh, shorty girl, put the death in a massaging. Bad news, even be massaging. I got a city, I be massaging. Pinky rings on my finger, I'm massaging. I got a speedboat coffee cause I massage. I come and do about a whole account of lives. I be massaging, I be massage. I'm coming through a kind of.
Yo, what up, everybody? Facebook, YouTube, what's good, man?
I got GPS, I be massaging. I catch coconut fish cause I'm massaging. I like a back on the plate, I be massaging. Even oodles and noodles, I be massaging. Straight out the ghetto, cause I'm massaging. I got ice around my neck cause I'm massaging. Or even gold teeth, I be massaging.
I'm about to start,
man.
man.
Or pinky ring ice out cause I'm massaging. I got a...
What up, 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 though? Welcome to the BallHawk Show podcast. I'm your host, BallHawk. It's on this Monday. What's today's date? What's today's date? The 25th of February, man. We coming at you live, 5:30, a little bit after 5:30 Eastern time, as we always do, at least on Monday and some Thursdays. I shy for to get in Tuesday and Wednesdays, but things come up. You know, soccer's starting back up. But we're going to get it popping today, man. We got to talk about Robert Kraft. So we call this the Art of Kraft episode. And got to hear y'all thoughts, man. Talking about Robert Kraft. My daggone dog barking in the background. I'm going to read y'all article, what happened if you don't know what happened. Basically, man, Robert Kraft is linked to a multi-million-dollar human trafficking and prostitution ring operating in Florida. Over 200 arrests have been made and at least 12 businesses shut down as a result of an 8-month-long investigation spanning across 3 counties on Florida's Treasure Coast. The area is seasonally playground for many of America's rich and powerful and peppered with million-dollar estates, including President Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort. Along with Kraft, criminal charges of soliciting prostitution have been brought against power players John Childs, the founder of private equity firm J.W. Childs and Associates, as well as John Havens, a former CFO of a Citigroup, and amongst other rich and powerful people. Sources told ESPN Kraft is not the biggest name involved in this investigation. So I want to hear what people's thoughts are. The phone lines will be open, 760-695-1106 is the number. I'll put it in the Facebook live stream and also the YouTube stream so y'all can call in. A lot of y'all may not care about it, but a lot of people shared it on my fan page on YouTube, and I was like, I'll go ahead and make it a topic and see what everybody else think about this subject. We all know if this was a player that he'll probably be suspended right now. And I don't know if Kraft, they'll probably just get like fined, like heavily fined. What happened to Jim Irsay? I'm trying to figure out, was Jim Irsay suspended or was he just fined heavily? They say that owners of the NFL are held at a higher standard. So we'll definitely keep our ears to the street and see what happened to Mr. Kraft in this situation, man. Out here paying for punani. I mean, this is just worse than paying. Let me take that back. This is worse than just paying for sex. He a part of a ring. And when you're a part of a ring, that means you get, like, is he profiting off this? I mean, like, this might be a subject you really can't even joke about. It's human trafficking. You know what I'm saying? My man Brendan Scott said if it's true, he should lose the pass. What up with you, T?
What's up, Hawk?
What's good with you, man?
Same old, man.
Dang.
So down in New Orleans right now, man.
Oh, all right, okay.
You know,
I see you down there with them Gators.
But I still had to tune in. Yeah, man, down here with the Gators, man. You know, acting the fool.
Hurricane season, huh? Hurricane season on the block.
Yeah, man. I'm here. So it's definitely a hurricane coming through.
I'm talking about the drink.
Yeah,
you really a walking hurricane, huh?
Yeah, I am, man. I know you talking about the drink, but I've been drinking the 190 octane.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Robert Kraft tripping.
He tripping.
He tripping. He about to catch all types of plugs. See, that's what happened when you start messing with trying to mess with the black reform and the justice system and stuff, and teaming up with Meek Mill, wearing championship chains and stuff. Then you become a target.
Yeah, I know, man. Once he stepped out there with Meek, he should have known them hyenas were gonna be on him.
Yep.
He should have known, man.
Yep. He got that target on his back, man.
There you go, right. I mean, I'm just interested to see, how the NFL going to slant this narrative about, because at first everybody like, oh, just a misdemeanor. Everybody just was thinking that maybe he just had sex with somebody or got a hand job in a spa, but now they got him a part of the sex trafficking. Like,
yeah, see, Robert Goodell he gonna have to hammer him. He ain't got no choice. Like if he don't hammer him,
you got to think he pay his salary though.
Yeah, I mean he do pay his salary. I get that, but the owners got to be held accountable too.
Oh, no doubt.
Just like the players.
Yep. No, I agree with you on that.
I mean, the owners, the coaches, players. That shit rolled downhill. So it might not be a good thing, but he might as well go ahead and hand that thing over to his son. And that way he can at least say, well, whatever suspension or however much time you say I got to spend away from the team, we can go ahead and backdate it to this date since I stepped away. So he might as well go ahead and do that, save a little face, so he can get back to the reins soon.
That's crazy, man. I mean, we seen the pitch, suspect pictures of Jerry Jones with shorties in the room and stuff, looking all crazy as hell. But it's definitely gonna be interesting, man, to see what the NFL does to him. Patriot fans gonna think everybody hating on them. Like, they don't never want to hold their people accountable. They always claiming somebody hating. Somebody hating on no Kraft.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Pleading about how good. I mean, he could be the best man in the world, but he caught up in a human trafficking sting. Like, his name is there. 8-month investigation is there. Like,
yeah.
I ain't gonna jump out there and destroy him right now. I'm still gonna wait. I mean, hell, the Jesse Smollett joint still going on. I don't know what the hell going on with his story. Now they're trying to say he might not be lying. The hell?
Yeah.
This better than the episode of
they said and I think the affidavit joint said that they had him in Florida the day before and the day of the AFC Championship game. The first day it said he was in there, he paid cash at the register. And he had 2 girls go in the room that massaged him and then gave him pleasantry. And then the day of the AFC Championship, he had 1 girl who massaged him and gave him pleasantries after. But they said they got her all on camera. And then they said when he left, they pulled him over, and that's when the officer got his ID. And then the cop's statement, or the chief's statement from down there, he said, he treated everybody the same. He don't care if you got all the money in the world or you broke. So, I mean, this clearly been going on for longer than 8 months, whatever it may be.
Man, he probably,
until all the facts come out.
See, you know what happened to Robert Kraft, man? He watched Rush Hour, watched Chris Tucker going there with all them Asian women coming out, and Chris Tucker just kept picking, like, I want you, let me get her. I mean, that just let you know, man. It just let you know. Yeah. I don't care how much money you got. They out here tricking. The only thing about him is, they said, when they said sex trafficking, that made me be like, whoa. I just thought you was paying and, getting the pleasure principle. Yeah, now you might be behind that.
Yeah, that's different.
Man, I just don't know, bro. But I know one thing. If he was a player, he'd been going through the cold right now.
He already be on the commissioner exempt list.
Facts.
Early, like he'd be out of there early. And I think Roger Goodell gonna try to set an example
Damn.
out of Kraft though.
Really? I'm anxious for that.
He don't have the only reason I say that is because he don't have a choice. Like I feel like it's so much pressure on the players to maintain this appearance. But for him to get caught up in something like that, like this worse. This is actually worse than the domestic abuse.
Really? Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
This is worse than the domestic abuse. So if you go try to smash people on the domestic abuse, which you should,
yeah,
because I don't agree with that at all. But if you gonna smash people on that, the players on that, and then this dude running a sex trafficking ring, he gotta go. He can't even be affiliated with the league. He gotta go.
How is that worse? How is that worse than domestic abuse? So you gotta take everything. Now you gotta take everything. He ain't sex trafficking. You gotta think about that. Like
that's what they're saying though. No, we're just saying if that's what it is. We're just saying if that's what it is because they're saying that they put him up with a sex trafficking ring. Like he's involved in the whole thing.
See, but that's that's new news. What I was hearing was that they're trying to basically charge him as if, like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you solicited a prostitute or anything like that, you're not the one these ladies, if they caught up in sex trafficking, what I'm saying is he's not the one that's kidnapping them and doing all that. He's thinking he's dealing.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that it's right, but he's thinking that he's dealing with grown women who are doing this, you know what I'm saying, with their free will, you know, that they're deciding to do this to make whatever extra after a massage. So, you know what I'm saying, which I'm sorry, I can't frown upon that too bad because if you look at so many different situations, this go on, it just ain't going on in a massage parlor. Like, in so many ways, you're paying for it. And so what I'm saying is, like, he got caught up that way because he literally was paying money for it right then. Now, if he was involved, because he's been known to give money to help try to stop sex trafficking. So what I'm saying is that'd be real stupid to give over $100,000 into stopping sex trafficking, and then you turn around and be the one that's doing it. Like that doesn't even make sense to me. So because
it doesn't make sense, but it could be a real good cover up. I
don't want to believe it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We were just saying as far as if he is sex trafficking.
Yeah.
As far as buying a prostitute, paying for sex, that's minimal, man. But
that's minimal.
But if it's the sex trafficking ring and he's involved in that,
he should be done.
Yeah, he should be done. But if it's just a prostitution thing, buying a prostitute, I mean, it
shouldn't be no. It shouldn't. The only thing that can happen to him is whatever the law decides to do to him, but the NFL shouldn't do anything to him. Like, that's a grown man and some grown women, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever that they came upon. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the world be acting so funny, man.
Hey, Rod. Yeah. That's when it get crazy, though, because they weren't speaking no English. I mean, we don't know if them girls was of age or not. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like another thing. A lot of times with sex rings, them girls don't be of age. So you got to kind of look at that too as well. You know, I mean, I believe they're not gonna touch him. I mean, the man. I just think some people.
I'm gonna tell you why I believe they gonna touch him. See, he been doing all this hanging with black entertainers and talking about prison reform. Like, it's amazing how this stuff come up, man. When these type things happen, like we've been seeing them with Meek Mills and all these people, and like I used to wonder like why he was with them at first. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, God, why he always with them folks? And then when it came to prison reform and all that, so when this came, I'm like, bro, like I didn't see it happening, but when it happened, I was not surprised, bro. I'm like, man, this is crazy. Now y'all got some dirt on dude. Like, don't make sense to me, man. Like I really feel like the old man was kind of set up because y'all got to think about this. Dude, wife died, bro, and that was really something bad for him that he was going through. So they don't know what dude going through mentally, no none of that, and he's trying to he don't know what it is to live life without this woman, man. So he just, he clinging on to anybody he can that calls themselves a friend, man, partying with all these rappers and all that type of stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. If he's sex trafficking, send him to jail for the rest of it. Put him in there with Bill Cosby. But if that man just buying him, if he just buying him a piece, leave that man alone. Leave that man alone. Because everybody involved is happy. The woman happy, she got her money, and he got his mark off.
He don't won the championship, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I feel you. My thing is this though, I mean, what the most they're gonna do is what? To give him what they did to Jim Irsay? Like what, suspend him and then charge him like $500.
He's doing what the rest of us do. Guess what? He's doing what the rest of us do and not calling nobody wives or girlfriends, none of that, no prostitutes. But if a man dealing with a woman, he paying for it. So he just skipped the date. So he just skipped the date.
Let me just read y'all update just to clarify for people who came in the stream late. New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft has been officially charged with 2 first-degree misdemeanor counts of soliciting prostitution, according to the Palm Beach State Attorney's Office. Kraft and 24 other men were charged as part of a crackdown on sex trafficking. So officially, he just been charged with 2 first-degree misdemeanor counts of soliciting prostitution. But when they throw in the
Hey, but what's gonna kill him too is that I hope like I don't know if you watched ESPN today, but I don't know if you saw when Molly Karam was trying to stir up the whole feminist angle, women angle, as far as with sex trafficking and stuff like that, and how she's trying to stir that up.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen, man. The woman
kind of like okay. Yeah, and I hate to say, I mean, that's just where we live in now. But I mean, prostitution is probably the oldest profession ever. So for them to act like, okay, this is like the worst thing that could happen, the fact that, okay, it's wrong for it to be a part of a sex trafficking ring or whatever like that. But I mean, dudes, like you said, dudes pay for pussy every day. You know what I'm saying?
They go to the strip club, champagne room,
stuff like that.
Well, your boy made the song "No Sex" in the champagne
when
room.
you take a woman on a date out to eat, all this stuff, man, like gotta buy a gift, all in pursuit of getting that thing. So it's the same thing, and she hold out from giving it to you until you just spend enough money, man. We just like I can't stand our women, bro. Like we so sensitive and soft. That's the reason why I've never really been in. That's why I've never really been in support of the Me Too movement like that. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of women out there who have a real plight that, you know what I'm saying, and like I feel for those women for what they went through. But it's so many folks that abuse stuff, and like if you think about it, bro, if we can get in trouble for our past, like it's so many of us that can get in trouble, bro. We just lucky it wasn't no camera phones around in school and coming up.
That's true.
But like, we even had everybody. I was gonna say that's the thing. Everybody wants these type of rights. My fault. Everybody wants these type of rights and stuff, but them be the same people that will weaponize the same thing against you. Just like when you have all these, like you said, with your example, talking about with the Me Too movement, and now women are just trying to use that to weaponize it against people. Even for us in the military, where there was a big epidemic on rape in the military. And then they had this thing called SHARP. But now it's kind of dicey because now it's like, for you to even be mentioned in it, it's more so you're guilty to proven innocent. And then it's like, okay, now you're finding more women, you look at them wrong, you getting sharp. And that's a diving against you, and that messes with your money and messes with your time in the military. So you end up being there longer. So, bro, that's just crazy stuff. And then they told like I'm sorry, my fault. I'll let you get on one second. And then I know Hawk can even vouch for like what we talked about, like with these rappers, these battle rappers getting caught up with these transsexuals. You know what I'm saying? They want these type of rights. They want these type of rights. But yeah, you still gonna weaponize the fact that, oh, I mean, yeah, well, your favorite rapper, he's gay or whatever like that. But yeah, you want to still look at you and like, you know, if it wasn't as wrong as you say it is, you wouldn't have to use it as a weapon against that person. Whatever you do is what you do.
Yeah, man, you took me from what I was trying to say to something totally different now. Them transgender should go to jail for not disclosing if they're transgender or not before having sex with somebody.
Absolutely.
Get them, Rob.
It's like they should. Because look, see, people be afraid to say the real thing, man, to say the truth. Like one thing about me, I ain't never been ashamed of nothing in my life. I speak the truth. I come out with it with the realness because that's what's gonna tell you the truth about somebody. I give y'all in the stories a little funny, but like you can be fooled out here by some of these people, right?
Yeah.
I never forget getting ready for the draft and everything. My agent was from Portland, Oregon, so we were working out in season. And man, all the guys, we went out or whatnot, and man, we all out at the club. So you know what I'm saying? And they had told me like, man, it's easy to tell that y'all ain't from here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all look like athletes. They probably already think that y'all in the league or something. You know what I'm saying? Because we the big dudes and all that. So they were like, man, anything y'all do, it was 4 of us. They were like, do it in pairs. You know what I'm saying? So boom. I'm on my way to the restaurant. My partner like, man, I'm gonna walk that way with you. You know what I'm saying? Boom. So as we walking, we see this fine girl at the bar. She just bent all over. We just see her from the back. Boom, the biggest, I don't know where. We like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Boom. He thinking the same thing I'm thinking. This man try to be slick and sneak around there and get to her before me. So as I'm coming around,
Ethan, what's up,
I
man?
see him, you know what I'm saying, on the other side of the bar. He waving me off, but I'm like, nah, the beaches. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I'm gonna get him. Man, I get over there, bro. As soon as I look at her face, I said, oh, you a man. Real loud in the place. Like, and when he stood up, man, the man was so big, bro. But I say that to say this, like, it's folks like, if I would have saw the face, just imagine if I'm drunk or something. You know what I'm saying? I would have been in a messed up situation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, them people should be arrested for that. if they sitting up here doing stuff with these battle rappers and all that and not disclosing, because some of these people have an amazing surgery and stuff like this.
Hey,
Our world is messed up like this.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's good with you, Bill?
What's going on?
Yeah.
All good.
So look, the other topics we got today on the docket, NFL Combine, any guys you think will be a sleeper that y'all want to pay attention to. Also, NBA basketball talk. Does LeBron James hurt the development of young players, and can he truly play alongside young players? And also, we're going to take a look at the NBA playoff race. So those are other topics, but I knew that the Robert Kraft one was the most that I got a lot of emails about to make sure that we talked about on the show. But yeah, man, what's good with y'all?
Yeah.
The glove, what's up,
babe? In a tough spot, man. He hanging with the wrong skin color right now. He rocking his championship chain to the NBA games and all that, man. Like that. I mean, honestly, dude, you ain't never heard of nothing with Robert Kraft name in it. You know what I mean? Like other than the spy games and all of that, just because he's the owner. But you ain't never heard of him. You know what I mean? Out here involved in nothing. But now Big Bill get out of jail last year. Robert Kraft going to visit him. Robert Kraft here with him. Robert Kraft. And then, they talk about justice reform and the jail system and blah, 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 blah. Like, he in a tough spot.
Hey, man, I see you got the Orlando joint popping out there, man. Good luck to y'all this season, bro.
That's cool. We gonna need you to help yourself first. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
I mean, any way you slice the cake, man. I mean, you know, when you join forces with us, you kind of run into stuff like that.
That's
now, you know, if you just get
they're gonna start arresting all us who ever played Catch a Girl, Get a Girl.
Hey, did Tekashi snitch on? Did Tekashi snitch on Robert Kraft too?
You said what?
Did Tekashi 6ix9ine? Did he do that too?
Yeah, he might have, man.
I heard he been telling on everybody.
He giving up everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
It's gonna be touchy with Kraft because other than Jerry Jones, he's probably the most polarizing and in the limelight.
Bryce will probably go. I want to say like
as far as
probably
NFL
second round, bro.
Are concerned.
As of right now,
I mean, it's just touchy. I mean, as long as I don't think it's any way possible that he knew about the sex trafficking aspect of it, because I mean that happens everywhere. You know, all throughout the country, that same thing is happening. You know, at these massage parlors.
You would say
every
that.
day. This is happening to big one. You know what I'm saying? That they got ran.
I'm gonna talk about Trent Richardson, fam. Thanks for that question. I'm gonna definitely talk about that.
Now I'm gonna say they picked the right one. They picked the rich white man though, because normally when all these things happen,
I said shake and bake in the building.
The fact that if y'all ever noticed when all these groups and all this stuff start up, long as it's geared against men, it's easily supported. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, what's good, dog?
To go after men. Like men, we couldn't come up with no groups targeting women about something they allegedly may have done or now should be frowned upon. No, see, long as they going after men, it really was geared towards a lot of athletes and stuff like this. But now you messing with a wealthy white man, he gonna fight it. He gonna fight it big time.
Yeah. And I don't think anything that's happened. Like I've heard a lot of people today, you know, saying about what the punishment should be. I mean, it's still a misdemeanor. Misdemeanor is a misdemeanor. So, like I heard somebody mention Irsay earlier. You know, Irsay got 6 game suspension and $500,000 fine.
Yeah, and that's for felony.
So I'm thinking,
I'm thinking 6 game suspension though for owner. Like you don't play like what? I don't be getting this stuff. Like don't come to the game.
And the two biggest names involved with prostitution stings over the past couple of years that I can remember is Warren Sapp. When he got his, he was let go by NFL Network. And then Greg Anthony in DC 2 years ago when he was doing the Maryland Michigan State game.
Didn't Warren try to assault one of the shorties or something? Like he imprisoned them, like wouldn't let him out or something like that. It was something crazy with him.
Right.
I wanted to ask y'all this. How does the Robert Kraft situation and his punishment affect Kareem Hunt and his future punishment with domestic violence?
It should big time. That's just like being Roethlisberger. You had rape and got 4 games. So there's no way no one domestic violence.
Y'all want to call in and we'll put the number back in again?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the thing that kills Kareem.
Somebody got a lot of feedback behind. I'm trying to figure out. It's JaVale.
Yeah,
JaVale, you like on the Bluetooth or something, bro? Oh, you driving?
I'm good.
So
I was.
So that's.
Oh, you good, man?
Yeah, so that's.
Go ahead, T.
That's what it is, man. The thing that kills Kareem is the video. Like no video of them.
They got video of Kraft. Supposedly.
They got him stroking.
No.
Shut up.
The only thing that they got. So my question is, if this man is going into, I guess I don't know exactly how it works with their surveillance inside the rooms, because technically you're in a therapeutic environment.
Therapeutic.
So are they able
big
to
word.
actually? You know what I mean? I mean, being in a therapeutic environment, are they actually able to record what's going on inside the room? Or
they got
from what I read, they only got him paying at the desk.
Yeah.
And 2 girls going into the room with him.
Yeah.
And they said that, he got a massage and then the pleasantries. But I'm trying to figure out how they know he got the pleasantries if they don't have cameras inside the room.
That was it. The pleasantries.
Probably the girl.
Yeah. Hey, but the biggest thing to me was, other than it being Kraft, was the report by Adam Schefter that he isn't the biggest name in the state.
Yeah.
The other big names have not come out yet. So is this another NFL player, or is this a Tiger Woods, or you know what I'm saying? Like it could be anybody.
It can't be it can't. No, I think the only if they say it's a bigger name than Robert Kraft, is Tom Brady, or it's like some politician. It might be Donald Trump. You know, I mean, think about it. It can't be an NFL player if it's not Tom Brady. If these are
the big time billionaires don't come to bat for this, man, he might be able to spill the tea on a lot of folks. They ain't going for that.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, man, if I'm Robert Kraft, I'm Tekashi 6ix9ine and everybody. Everybody.
Look. So the reason you can't do that, you can't Tekashi 6ix9ine everybody.
But yeah, man, I got some.
Because then you're gonna lose a lot. You'll lose more than you gain off of that. So I mean, think about it.
Hey, yo, I got a question for y'all. I got a question for y'all. And from the stream, my man Beam said, Ben got the same suspension for rape as Brady for Deflategate. Is no consistency with the punishment. No telling how this goes.
Yeah, but I'm saying, so Robert Kraft.
This video that they claim that they got on him, like by law, and please correct me if I'm wrong. Police cannot sit there while a crime is being committed, especially a crime like sex trafficking. They talking about they got him in there several times. Like how long y'all gonna let these women? That's basically rape. How long y'all gonna let these women be raped and sit there and record it because you're trying to run a sting operation? See, something don't sound right about this.
Yes,
I don't sound right about this.
I agree. I mean, and I guess my thing is, Robert Kraft, if he snitches on all these other billionaires, he loses the support of all those other billionaires. Not saying he needs it, but when you got support like that around you, that shit helps.
It said rape is far worse than sex trafficking.
You know what I mean?
That's what Beam said.
Man, it is
sex trafficking.
What you say, Hawk?
So Beam is talking about Big Ben and his rape situation and how he basically got smacked on the wrist. He was like, it's just no consistency because Tom Brady got just.
Man, they won't even bring it up on shows. That's what make me mad about Skip. Skip love to say we won't even mention. If it was a black player, Skip, you would break it down on what it was he got suspended for and was accused of twice. You would break it down.
Shake, what's up with you, dog?
He don't even touch nobody.
Shake. He must got us on mute.
Okay.
There you go.
Out and play.
What's good, dog?
Yeah, ain't nothing. There's a bunch of freaks out here getting exposed. You know, ain't nothing new. You know, Jerry Rich ain't no different as our old owner. You know, he got caught. He was a little freak. You know, that good. People coming out with the secrets, man. Ain't nothing new.
So my dog Small said the amount of money Kraft has, his lawyers are going to have a field day. What do y'all think? I think his money gonna go a long way. A long way. You know,
absolutely. If anybody ever pay the girl rent or anything, you in trouble. You pay for get her nails done, all this, you in trouble.
And also this, because if this is sex trafficking, right? You know what I'm saying? We don't know the age of the girls. Just say the girls R. Kelly age. You know, his girls, the way he like them.
Oh man.
What they gonna do?
Yeah, I mean that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt him. But at the same time, it's can you prove that he knew? Because I mean the first thing you're gonna look at is they gonna have to prove that he knew this business wasn't a legitimate business. Like as far as age goes.
Does that really play a role though? I'm interested to know?
It has to.
Okay.
It has to. Like, because I mean, you gotta think this is stuff his lawyers gonna argue.
Okay.
Did he know that wasn't a legitimate business? Go ahead. I'm with you. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying we spend a lot of time on this, like this is a black man right here. We talking about a white billionaire. Ain't no jail about to happen here.
Damn.
Nothing about to happen here in this situation.
Hey man, how you just hold on?
What?
How you come here and serve the topic, shut the hell up, Juice? Because ain't nothing else we can say after you said that. Like, damn, that's a great point. I guess we can get to LeBron now, damn it. Thank you, Shay. You just shut the whole thing down.
Hey, but what I was gonna say too, though, you talking about if he would lose that support. I'm talking about if that support back out on him. Because if he had that support, he probably wouldn't even be getting suspended. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. If you back out, that support start backing out on them, and they start acting funny. Yeah, I mean, this don't apply to his kind. So that's why I said, hey, I sit down on everybody.
Now, Robert Kraft smart. He know that he has to be punished by the NFL to save face. But the punishment not a real punishment. He know he don't get punished. It's going to be an uproar by the players in the National Football League.
All right. Well, look. Check this out. We're gonna go ahead. We gave this topic 30 minutes. It's time to get some LeBron talk. I'm trying to push the needle. Okay, we're trying to have some fun because anytime you talk about LeBron, it's fun and people get emotional. So the topic today,
and he in Memphis right now.
What?
I said, and he in Memphis right now.
Oh yeah.
I think they play the Grizzlies tonight.
All right, so here we go. LeBron James. Does LeBron James make? It's just two-layer question. First of all, does he hurt the development of young players? And second of all, does he make players one-dimensional? I'm gonna let y'all go. Whoever want to go. Don't nobody want to go?
Go ahead, Rob. Go ahead, Rob.
I going Rob. All right, look. Does he hurt the development? I think in a way, in a sense, he does. But I think he gives the young guys enough chance to grow. Like I feel like a lot of them feel like they should take the back seat. So like when he's not playing. Like sometimes Brandon Ingram, like a lot of those dudes, they just not ready for the spotlight. So I think when LeBron, like they in LA already, so the spotlight there. But then you bring Bron, and that brings a whole different type of spotlight. So I feel like once you get Bron, you got to live up to the hype of Bron making it to the finals every year.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Playing for the Lakers, though. The Lakers is already hype. That's already a pressure winning championship. But it ain't.
I'm gonna answer your question, though. I see what you're saying. I'm gonna answer your
What's Lou Walton getting paid to do? Why is he here? Why is Lou still here? That's the problem, not LeBron. Next.
Well, this my thing, bro. Does he? And I'm a LeBron fan, but does he hurt the growth and development of young players? Yes. And I think he's the best player to play with in the history of the game if you're a veteran, somebody that really understands the game, because you already know where to be, what to do, and all that, and LeBron is going to make the right play. But because these youngsters do not understand yet, like, okay, they're trying not to piss him off. You see what I'm saying? So they'll do things like, you can see them come and get the ball, and instead of pushing it when they need to, they'll look to give him the ball and stuff like that and make some careless turnovers just because they don't know when do I give it to LeBron and when do I put to LeBron to get mad when they don't give it to him when he asks for it. And then now they listen to kids to him all the time. He's telling them to push it. So it kind of, they're thinking. And we all know that in sports, when you're thinking, you're not able to be the best you can be. And that's the problem. They have to think while playing with LeBron instead of just playing basketball. You've been playing your whole life.
Yeah, and I think that's why. I think that's another reason why Bron has been successful, because he's like, his teams are mostly veterans. Like, he never had a team with a bunch of young guys. Well, you know what I mean? Like none of his teams were young like this. And I feel like, some of those guys, you can't say Bron really stunted their growth because Brandon Ingram should be better than what he is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Lonzo's been hurt. Like Baker's had a lot of injuries. We had a ton of injuries this year. But like these guys should be better than what they are right now. Like I feel like Kyle Kuzma's growing. I don't have a problem with Kyle Kuzma. Brandon Ingram should definitely be way better than what he is right now. He should be a lot more consistent.
I really thought he was gonna be the next Durant. I really did.
I did too. Came from Duke.
He do gotta lead.
Yeah, he did come from Duke. You're absolutely right. But the ceiling was high. Hey,
so here's my thing. Here's my thing with LeBron, because I see Patrick. He had a couple statements he made that I want to make sure he get in there on the stream on the podcast. He said that he felt like LeBron does not hurt the development of young players if you can hoop, you can hoop. He said young guys are scared. Did he hurt Kyrie's development? So I'm gonna answer that part. So when it comes to Kyrie, LeBron didn't hurt Kyrie's development because he allowed Kyrie to do what Kyrie do. Kyrie's a scorer. If you are a scorer, and LeBron had no choice but to trust Kyrie because Kyrie had the F you LeBron mentality. Like Kyrie didn't care. He was gonna take over, and once LeBron saw the boy could take over, LeBron let him take over. But my only issue with LeBron is a specialist seeker. He seeks out specialists. Like if you're a low post guy, you can't play with LeBron James. If you're a true point guard, you can't play with LeBron James. He looks for shooters, and then he looks for stretch bigs and a couple occasional slashes. The only two slashes he played with was Dwayne Wade, and that's because Dwayne altered his game. Who got the candy wrap in the background? Dwayne Wade had to alter his game a lot, and I just think we are so in love with LeBron's game that we scared to hold him accountable. Like people say certain guys are ball dominant and ball stoppers. LeBron is a ball stopper, but he has great court vision, so that gives you a caveat to say, oh no, LeBron not a ball. He's no different than James Harden. He just don't turn the ball over as much. Yeah. But if you look at both of them play, they dominate the basketball. And LeBron gets frustrated when he doesn't have the ball because this young Lakers group is not like the teams in Cleveland and the team in Miami. They're not a bunch of shooters. These dudes are rhythm guys. Like LeBron played with Jason. Basically, this is what Jason Tatum is falling in line with Kyrie. Jason Tatum needs a couple rhythm dribbles. And even though Kyrie be hitting him when he open, Jason Tatum is not a catch and shoot guy. He's a guy that has to give you a couple rhythm dribbles and size you up. And that's why he's so frustrated with Kyrie. It's not, you know what I'm saying? So some guys just don't fit.
You're gonna hear me say something that I've never said about LeBron ever, like, because I always thought he's the most unselfish player next to Magic to ever play.
Yeah, he'll make the right play, but he's
coming to the Lakers, it showed that he's more selfish than I ever thought. Because I really believe if he turned the keys over to Lonzo, that the team will flow better. Because LeBron can he can play off the ball. He just don't choose to.
You don't trust
him. You know what I'm saying? And Lonzo would get the ball in the right places to all the right people when they're supposed to have it. So LeBron let him do that when he come back. Because dude, like, if they use dude right, I think dude can really play, bro. I really do. He just got an ugly shot. He got an ugly shot, and people don't like his dad. That's all it is.
Hey, real talk, Rob, can piggyback off that, and I'll let you go, T. If you notice when they came back versus the Boston Celtics, Bron actually deferred and let Rondo set the table and be the playmaker. You know what I'm saying? Like he usually does. So he trusts Rondo. Go ahead, T.
Yeah, that's a trust thing though. That's because he know Rondo know how to play. Like that's a veteran. So he's fine when he got veteran, but when it's those young guys, he feel like he got to do more. But another thing I've noticed with LeBron and LeBron's real wordy, man. He words stuff real carefully.
Yes.
But I feel like he do a lot of, he do a lot of kind of throwing guys under the bus. But he
making
the
bus. Go ahead, man. I don't want to get into it too much.
Yeah, he throw guys under the bus. And then he'd be like, oh, but we got to play better.
Hold on,
Like,
but tell me this though. If you constantly saying the same thing to me, right? You constantly saying, I'm talking about in private, something that other people can't see. Like you constantly saying the same thing with goals, and you know you're a human too. You gotta get frustrated. And boom, then you say it out in public. To me, how's that throwing somebody under the bus?
Yeah, and Rock, I got you. I get it. I totally understand. And I'm one of those people that don't care. Like I take constructive criticism real well. Like I'm real coachable. So those guys gotta understand. I get they gotta understand that. But we just jumped on Big Ben neck about doing that shit.
Facts.
About throwing people under the bus. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta give Bron that same energy.
I agree.
And like
do the dingling about it though.
But that's why I said Bron words everything real well. Like Bron's wordplay when he say stuff, he words it really well. So it's disguised. It's not like he like, oh yeah, the young guys suck. Like they okay with losing. Like, you know what I mean? The way he words it, it doesn't sound like he's throwing them under the bus. And then he always comes back and says, oh, we gotta play better. Like there's no excuse for this. We have to play better. Big Ben don't never say that. He don't never put that sugar on it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like LeBron throw it out there.
That's true.
And then he put some sugar on it. Big Ben just be like, yeah, AD wants the ball out there.
Hey, Bron gonna realize he's 33. He just can't activate like he used to. He realizing that your mind gonna still think you in your prime, but your body be like, hold on, I'm stuck in this gear. Hold on now.
And he old 30. He probably the oldest 33 the league has ever seen. Well, hold on now. LeBron 34 because I never we 2 years apart. He the oldest 34 the league never seen. That's a lot of wear and tear.
You got a lot of miles, bro.
But Bron gotta trust the guys too, man. But like Ingram, I think the problem is they're so inconsistent. Like everybody don't have
that's what it is.
Oh yeah.
But Ingram will have one good game and then he'll have 5 bad.
Yeah.
And then have
look, I don't know how old some of you guys are on the phone, but and I'm not exaggerating when I say this. I remember as a kid watching the NBA when somebody was wide open. I don't think I ever saw somebody pitch wide open. Like if they got the ball wide open, it went in. Like that's your craft. That's what you paid to do. Make the shot.
Exactly.
Make the shot. Like I'm sorry, bro. The folk they can pay me league minimum.
I got a question for y'all. Do you think the fact that everybody knew LeBron or his camp was behind the trading to get Anthony Davis, do you feel like it killed the morale of the team and those guys? Because he even said it. Now the trade deadline is over.
Because he's playing with millennials.
He was like, we stuck with these dudes. Now the trade deadline is over, so we're going to get it together. You know, basically, like, they here now. Like, because they, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because millennials are crybabies. They want stuff easy. But if they suck it up and be smart and realize, I don't know who is talking to these kids. Look, New Orleans screwed themselves. The Lakers will be able to keep their team now and get AD. And y'all, the people that play better are going to get to stay around here and be a part of opportunities to try and get a championship because Golden State is going to break up. And Chris Paul ain't getting no younger.
Draymond sound with Rich Paul. Just want to let y'all know, Draymond Green sound with Rich Paul.
Exactly.
So he might be the alternate. He might be the backup plan to AD.
Yeah.
I know you.
I don't think. I would say he's a backup player.
He's a backup player.
I would say he'll get signed, but he won't get a max.
Draymond's not an all-star.
I say Draymond is an ultimate, and AD is a race. So it's like, nah.
Hey, real talk.
But real talk. He a glue guy though. Glue guys are great.
Hey, I ain't trying to shit on LeBron. I'm not trying to
like that.
Yeah, they do. I ain't trying to shit on LeBron, man. And I respect his greatness and everything. But if you are a player in the NBA and you are on a team that LeBron James has just joined, do you trust LeBron James?
Nope.
Hell nah.
I think if I'm big enough, I trust LeBron.
Even if you did it, because if you got traded by, you hit the video.
Isaiah Thomas playing his first game with LeBron. They praised him, man. By game number 4, it was like, man, get this dude up out of here.
Like if you come in with LeBron, I think you trust him. Like if you come in with him, like he get there first, and then you sign out of the fact because he probably co-signing that. But if you there before he get there, oh hell no.
Yeah. Nah, you trade bait.
Go ahead, get up out of there.
Turn your game up. The lights is gonna be up.
Yeah.
That's all.
But check this out though. How can we if we're in his shoes, we're doing the same thing. So if it happens to you, you hate it. But if you're in his shoes, I respect the dude for having a gut. Like it's only a few people be thinking that they changed the game. No, it's only a few people that's ever changed the game, and he's one of them. Jordan's one of them. You know what I'm saying? I think Shaq and Iverson is some others. But, like, he changed the game. Like, he literally is showing you, like, man, I'm not going to put up with no sorry dudes because we hold them to that standard about championship. First thing we want to throw in his face is 6-0. You see what I'm saying? So, hold on. Let me just hear it in.
And that's what he needs, too. Like, LeBron's never had anybody that can really hold him to accountability. You know, like a Greg Popovich or Phil Jackson. And that's why
people do not take that into consideration when it comes to the we ain't never had no coach on them levels.
Yeah, millennial, Rob. He ain't gonna listen anyway.
Hey, look, the only time I think LeBron might have had a little bit of that was in Miami. Yep. With Pat Riley in the office.
Yeah.
But
he ran.
Other than that,
he needs somebody that can talk that shit to him, though. You know?
Hey, speaking of I got a sidebar. Speaking of talking shit, because thank you, Shake, for making me realize I had some nice and spicy back and forth, or just a fourth, not a back. I'm talking about Dennis Rodman. So Dennis Rodman, Joel and B said Michael Jordan wasn't the GOAT, and Dennis Rodman was asked about what he thought. And he told Joel and B, you're doing a great job for your little island or country where you're from. Shut the F up and go do your goddamn job. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Shut up, boy.
Hey, look.
Look. Well, you don't got no, you're not in discussion, bro.
He don't have enough clout to say that. Like, you're not even, Joel B is good.
Joel B is a big man right now.
You know what he said was a GOAT, right?
Huh?
He said Olajuwon. He said Olajuwon was, but I think that was more so a personal thing for him.
Yeah.
You know where they're from and all that other stuff.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
I mean, that's where he played too.
That's a great point.
Yeah, I don't think there's so much of a shot.
But you know, Rodman.
I get it, but you know, Dennis don't have no cut cards, man.
No cut cards. None.
He probably wanted to close line Joel when he said that.
What? You know he wanted to get at him. Quick, fast.
You know what I'm saying?
Too.
He wanted to get at him and get at him.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go, Shake. I threw the lob up there. Wait for you to go ahead and say something. I knew it was coming. That's why I say it wasn't no back and forth. It was just a fourth because the back was talking. All right, man. So
where's JaVale at? Where's JaVale at? He left.
Yeah, he left. I think he had to do something. Because this is a topic I want.
Number 2.
This is a topic.
Y'all welcome, Virginia. I see with the hoodie on.
What we do, dog? What we do?
What we did was not
Duke.
Y'all's number 1.
Hey.
Y'all move up in the ranking. So y'all number 2 in the
Hey, we got a Duke fan up
y'all
here?
moving back up.
Is it a Duke fan on the line right now? For you shake and bake. Then you got to talk to somebody?
Yeah.
Huh?
Man, ain't nobody on the line. But, I mean, I just had a question for the Duke Chevilles, the Shajeskivilles, the Coach K lovers.
Ooh.
For all Americans.
Get spicy.
The number 1 recruiting class.
Get spicy.
And y'all looking like this, man.
What you got to say about that, Darian?
On the team.
Darian, don't let him talk to you like that, Darian. Darian?
He left, man.
Darian up here. He got it on. He probably don't know he got us on mute. But look, while he unmuting us, let me talk about Trent Richardson, right? So Trent Richardson in the AAF scoring all these damn touchdowns. And people, you know, asking me my thoughts on him, and as far as like if he should get another look in it for the NFL. No.
Nope.
No. Because the only thing he averaging like two or four. I think he averaged like 2 yards a carry or something crazy though. That's the thing about it.
2.3 yards.
Oh, there it is. 2.3 yards a carry. No. We don't run the ball for touchdowns too many times in the NFL no more. We throw the ball.
I'm sorry. I just don't get how you can be sorry at running back. I really don't. I do not understand it. Like, bro, like you cannot. You don't have vision. Like, geez, and I guess it be Alabama guys. So they be lacking
discipline. They be eating themselves out of the league. Him and Eddie.
Yeah, them folks be huge though.
God, they
but
be good.
Only one has been successful, and that's Ingram. And it ain't nothing to
Henry got a little.
Henry all right too. Hey, but you think about it. Before they came, you know, Sean Alexander set the world on fire. He had the MVP, and then you really didn't hear nothing from Bama backs after that. They was some Bama.
Nope. Yep, Sean Alexander, and there's a big gap between him and Ingram.
Nah, Craig, he not good enough to be a number 3 back.
Heard of making
some noise. 2 yards a carry, bro.
But the boys, they run the ball so much in college, they done.
I mean, I don't know what else he brings. So my man Craig said, do you think he'd be good enough to be a number 3 back in the NFL? And I personally don't, because they use a lot of tweener backs now. You know, unless he's the power back for a team who would line up and run downhill, but a lot of these offenses now want pass catching running backs.
Who we talking about?
It's too crazy. He don't got no moves out there. He don't got no moves.
And you can't waste a game day slot on a guy that can only play running back just third string. Like, he got to play every special teams.
That's a good point.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. He's not that.
I mean, I hope he get a shot.
Who we talking about? Trent Richardson?
Trent Richardson, yeah.
I mean,
he gonna get a shot. Trust me.
Who we talking about?
We don't need him. We don't need him in Carolina because we got one in the top 5.
So my man, shout out to Marcus Nash. My dog Marcus Nash said, "Come on, Hawk. He averaged 4.5 in Canada where they don't run the ball at all. Give the boy another change with a better line, more time to prepare." Hey, look, man. I hope he get another shot, but I personally think the game them passing by in the NFL as far as what they do with backs. You know, I know CJ. I know CJ Anderson with the Rams. You know, came in and spelled Gurley. I mean, you got to find a perfect scenario, but it's like Rock said, if he's going to be your third string back, he's going to have to play special teams. Like, he just can't collect the check and be third string. Usually when you that far on the depth chart, you on special teams. So, I don't know, man. I just didn't what he doing in AF don't jump out to me just because he got 6 touchdowns in 3 games. He's still averaging 2.5 yards a carry. Yeah, that's just me, though.
Versus replacement.
You talking about somebody that still can't find a hole. You talking about that, Trent Richardson?
Yeah, not to get off the subject and go back to another subject, but I just read something on my feed. It says, lock up the parents of those R. Kelly victims, too, for solicitation of minors.
Oh.
Yeah, they sold them to him.
Oh. What they gonna do?
Man.
God dang.
So it's the same thing. They going after these arcade missions, Robert Kraft, Robert Kelly. But to these parents, because I felt like that when the documentary came. I was like, I'm mad at the parents.
So look, I got a
question.
question.
It was the same thing with the Michael Jackson situation.
I got a question, Rock. Craig posed a great question. He said, how many guys you know when you were in an arena league, started in the NFL, went to the arena and got another shot? Majority of guys that I knew that came from the NFL, went to arena, didn't make it back.
Kurt Warner.
I mean, that actually got played. Now Kurt got cut, then came to the arena and then went back. But majority of guys, I didn't see too many guys play in the NFL, come to the arena and then go back. I can't think of none. I mean, a lot of us got cut.
Robert Abdullah Robert Abdullah didn't do it. Amon Hawkins didn't do it.
I didn't go back. Yeah, I didn't go back.
No, hey, I know somebody who went back though. What's Kyle brother went back that we played with?
Adrian McPherson. Adrian McPherson did it.
Yeah, Adrian McPherson did it. Mario did it. Yeah.
So we talking about one out of every what?
Yeah, it's like one out of
one out of a lot.
But yeah, it's just I see what he's saying though. We're just talking about because the AAF is basically like a farm system for the NFL. A lot of these teams are affiliated with NFL teams. I'm pretty sure you have NFL brass speaking with these guys right now. I don't think it's against the rules because it's professional. And Bobby Scipio, yeah. He came, went, Bobby Scipio, because he was on Hard Knocks, and then he came right back after that Hard Knocks episode. But any guys like a Mike Fury or Rashidi Davis, those guys stayed after they came from the arena, and they were more known as arena guys first. But I don't know too many guys that went back and forth.
I think
the timing is different and it's off. If arena football was still what it was when we played today, those cats would get shot in today's NFL. But it's like the NFL it was discriminating against the AFL back then. You see what I'm saying? Like, but if you played in the AFC, the AFL is
you lost your insurance if you went to camp. So if you was in an AFL team and you got invited to go to an NFL camp, if you went to camp and you got cut, you lost your Arena Football League insurance and you had to, pick up COVID.
Great insurance.
So that's why I never went back because I wanted to get compensated. I wanted like a sign-up bonus to cover me just in case they cut me, and I could never work it out. So I was like,
because you already know they ain't trying to do nothing. Use you as a camp body anyway.
That was
so
it.
I ain't no
beat my ass up for 3 additional weeks.
Yeah.
Shit, me, I ain't done.
That insurance, folks don't understand, man. That was good money in arena football, and the insurance was off the chain. So it's like NFL for what?
So what do y'all think about?
What folks didn't understand was our room and board was paid for and everything.
Yeah, it's like being in college and getting paid.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
So I got a question for Patrick.
You couldn't carry me out like rich.
I got a question for Patrick. He said, "Would you like to see Kaepernick in the AAF, or is that disrespectful?"
Disrespectful. So disrespectful.
So he says disrespectful. It's so disrespectful.
I mean, the reason I would say no, because if he goes to the AAF and he doesn't play well, that's just going to give the rest of the owners a reason to say, see, that's why we ain't signed. Like it's no way he should go play in that league.
I'll try to play in the NFL again, and if they don't give me a contract, do another collusion case.
But he probably can't because he probably signed something in that agreement and that settlement saying he can't go back after before.
Yo, I ain't even think of that, T. I ain't even think of that if it's some part of the settlement where he can't even try to play football again. Because we know Reed got signed. Reed got signed, and people don't realize that Eric Reed was part of the settlement also. He got some money too.
Yep.
But he was already signed.
And then Cam Newton hurt. He the closest talent available for the style that Cam Newton plays. Come on, Carolina, you already got Reed.
Man, that would be dope.
Like a no-brainer.
That would be dope right there.
I'm with it.
That would be dope right there, bro.
I mean, they talk about it.
Damn.
I mean, it's in the news around here.
Okay.
Hey, did y'all see that meme about him and Reed with the little boy?
Yeah, I saw that Tim Tebow joint, though. That's
funny. That was perfect, on point. It looked just like them. Like, wow, the little smart little boy is Colin Kaepernick.
Oh yeah, the little one, yeah.
And the afro on it.
Huey.
I mean, Huey. Yeah,
Huey.
Hey, so here's how I respond to when people say should Cap play in the AAF. I go, should Carmelo go play in the G League? That's what I think of it as. You got a veteran who you can play in the league, and he's just not getting a chance because there's a narrative built around him that they can't play. But if Carmelo went to the G League, man, he'll get joke so damn much? Because we know he'll kill down there.
Yeah, but why folks? Well, I guess that's the bad. That's the part about being great that's bad, or being good at something, and you can't recognize that you're not the same guy.
Yeah.
Because if I'm Carmelo at 6'8" with that type skill that he got, I'm coming off the bench for a team.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be like, well, Carmelo don't never want to get in shape, but I get in shape where I would run the floor and I would bang them. I would turn to a better Dennis Rodman. That's literally what I would do.
But you know what, Rock? He get in shape, but soon as the season starts, he get fat. Like after the first game, he just gain all the weight back, dog. Every time. I don't know what happens, man. He be in great shape all preseason, great shape, and then after the first game of the season, all his weight just come back. He like, God damn, man, why you do that?
Man, Melo need to stop trying to be Reggie Miller and he need to turn into Charles Barkley and turn that back around. You know what I'm saying? Working that box. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody that like a LeBron can trust down the stretch. You know what? We need to slow this game down. Throw it to this big boy on the block. You know, we run a pick and roll to him with a favorable matchup with his back to the basket, and them buckets. Because he can score with the best of them, but see, that's what his problem is. He's trying to still show that he's one of the best, and you're not anymore, bro. You're just jacking. He's a bigger Russell Westbrook right now. like this, jacking up shots. So he needs to chill out on all the shooting, man. Come off the bench. There's nothing wrong with coming off the bench. You're in the NBA. You can be the sixth man of the year.
Hey, yo, and
you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, right? But we all know, man. You know. That's a shot to your ego, fan. Because like you said, like somebody said in the stream, like you've been a star, you've been all NBA, you've been at the forefront of being one of the highest scoring players in NBA history, and that's why AI walked away. Because some guys' ego just can't take a back seat. Because in your mind, you feel like you can still operate at that level, but your body never allows you to, and all you rely on is the memories. And you keep saying, "Dog, I used to kill, man. I did this." But you just can't do it now. So I think that's why it's better 14 just to go ahead and cut them off, because it just it seems like it diminishes their legacy when they just hang around too long.
Yeah, but I think Melo just got
Melo was cheated out of actually probably being in the conversation as LeBron with the job. I'm gonna tell you why. If Detroit weren't so fucking dumb, man, that's when they still had Chauncey Billups, Rip, they still had Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace. If them folks draft that boy right there, man, that man will have him at least 3 championships right now. I really believe it. I really believe it, man.
Oh, yeah, Michael Crabtree got cut by the Ravens, too. I just want to throw that out there. Keep going, Rock. You know how sidebar. Yeah, he did. Yeah, they cut him.
Hey, so I got hands down, Brad, a question too.
You know what? You know they got to cut everybody for these roster bonuses.
Hey, but the kicker's still getting his bonus for the Bears, even though they cut him. He's still getting that guaranteed money they owe him. He gonna get his. They cut the hell out of him.
Wow.
Damn.
That's crazy.
He getting his bread because he has some guarantees still left. Oh, let's talk about Big Ben again. So Big Ben, I don't know if I talked about this last week on the stream, but the owner said that it's Big Ben and 52 kids. Man, look, man.
Poor choice of words. Speaking of that earlier, whoever was saying about LeBron with the great words, how he word stuff.
Yeah.
That was a bad choice of words.
What the hell is wrong with this? This owner want to get slapped in the mouth or something, man. Like, you can't come in the locker room no more. You can't come talk. I'm a kid. Because you cut the check.
Somebody gonna throw something at him, man.
They gonna do something. They looking at Big Ben sideways like, you need to go talk to your daddy if we kids.
Man, Big Ben can't be no leader, man. Like, I mean, as a man.
Hey, I would have took one for the team. You remember I dunked on the coach?
Yeah, you your ass sure would do something crazy. I ain't dunk like hell on him.
I almost lost my job.
That's what we do. Used to do the moving basketball goals. Be like, ooh, dunk the hell. Almost broke coaching that.
I almost lost my job, man.
damn sure did.
I scared the hell out of Coach.
He probably still has.
Hey, Rock, I got a question though. I got a question about Melo. So if Melo did get drafted by Detroit, do you think that would have been a harder transition for him than Denver? Because in Denver he was the man, and he was coming into a situation where it was Chauncey, it was Rip, it was Tayshaun Prince.
Rasheed.
Like, do you think? No. Would Daniel's son be good without Mr. Miyagi? I mean, that's what I'm asking.
Okay, I like that.
That's what I'm asking.
I think Tayshaun would have accepted coming off the bench probably, because that's what would have had to happen. Tayshaun would have.
That's my question.
Or they would have just mixed it up. Rasheed come off the bench and you use Tayshaun and Melo as stretch forward. Well, it wasn't no stretch forward back then, but
I mean, Rasheed was essentially a stretch forward back then. He was essentially a stretch forward.
Yeah, he was.
He just could put his back to the back. Because, they had Big Ben just getting all the rebounds and blocking shots.
They really was one of the first teams to really play small and win.
Yeah.
Damn, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Melo I don't even remember how they fucking got a pick that high. But Melo with that team.
Oh, Rasheed wasn't there. They said Rasheed wasn't there at the beginning of that season. But they said he wasn't there at the beginning of that season. So Rasheed wasn't even there yet. So damn, that pick was definitely for
that was so this Darko Miller chick though.
Who the hell was in their personnel department? Who in their scouting department? Man,
I don't know.
We need to make sure his ass plastic on every TV every day as a reminder. Don't give him a damn job. If Michael Jordan was Michael Jordan, we'd kill his ass about the Kwame Brown crap. That's why Michael Jordan ain't looked at as a GOAT by a lot of folks, because the Kwame Brown
that's Jordan's side child, bro.
God, dog, what the hell did he see in Kwame Brown? They said Joe Dumars rap. Go ahead, dog. Joe Dumars really. Oh my God, it was Joe's fault. Joe dumbass.
Joe Dumars did it. Damn, Joe. Man, these players do not know the funny. When they get in these seats, they do not know what the fuck they doing, man. It's crazy.
Now I see why my man still knows.
It's crazy.
I don't want to hear all that. The greatest players excuse shit. Like, bruh, the easiest thing in the world to do, I don't care what nobody say, is to evaluate talent. Like, how can you not look at somebody and tell us they can play?
Because they overthink the shit. They want to be the first. Think outside the box. I got an idea. I'm gonna be that dude.
Hey,
hell no.
Hey, I got another question for y'all.
What's that?
Now, do y'all think that RJ Barrett has a shot at going number one with Zion being out, depending on how he plays while Zion's out?
Did you see how he played versus Carolina? Hell no.
No, listen.
He had a good game versus Hughes.
It ain't about championships, bro. Zion will he will increase your revenue by 5%.
Yeah, talk that money. Talk that money, Rock. Talk that money, Rock.
So Rock. The only reason I said that was number one. Yeah, they are 5-star recruits. They all are from McDonald's All-America. But they also 18 years old. So when Zion went down, you knew he was gonna play okay against Carolina, but you could see everything get sucked out that building. You know what I mean? And I'm a Carolina fan. You know what I mean? So everything got sucked out that building. But what I'm saying is, with him out right now, if Barrett plays really well while he's out, I mean, I guess the only way to really determine how well they play without each other is for one of them to be out. You know what I mean? And hopefully,
he can forget going
but not because of the talent. I feel like
he can forget going number one, man. You got to think about it, man. Wealthy people thinking about money. Yeah, he ain't going number one.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean,
but this is the second time Zion hurt his knee, though. So what's up with that, though? Anybody talk about that?
This is?
Look, check this out, though. Zion's shoes tearing up and hurting his knee could have been it's a blessing in disguise. That
Nike already said 80 million. They said 80 million, but they're gonna have to give more than that.
80 million. That's right now.
No.
I'm 80 million.
Listen. They said 8 billion the other day. The other day on I forgot what I saw.
That ain't Malik White made 8 billion. You gotta get him more.
But you know he gonna get a signature shoe coming in as a rookie. Like he gonna have his own shoe as a rookie.
No, I think they should offer him more than what they offer LeBron first coming in. Now, I'm not saying that he's better than LeBron, but one thing about time and evolution is look, a lot of y'all don't feel like LeBron better than Jordan, but guess what? LeBron will make way more money than Jordan will make as players. See, you got players right now making more than Jordan as far as hell. So,
absolutely.
Like, because of how the league is structured now and how deals are structured, I don't know what his stepdad gonna do, but 80 million not enough, man. He needs to be the highest paid shoe contract for a rookie ever. I think he should get 150. He should get 150 million.
And Nike got to be the one to give it to him. I feel like Nike got to beat everybody out because of the shoe.
They have no choice.
Hey, yo, y'all remember Kenyon Martin?
They got to beat everybody.
You remember Kenyon Martin still got drafted?
Can you imagine the commercials? Can you imagine the commercials? Nike couldn't hold them, or Nike is not. You see what I'm saying? Like Nike ain't good enough for this type of explosion and power. Like they gonna kill Nike with them commercials, so they can't let him go to nobody else. And what Adidas and all them other folks gonna do is just try to raise the price up. Everybody's finna offer
absolutely
so much.
Yeah, absolutely. They should. I mean, you can't blame them. How much is Zion? How big is Zion right now? Pause. Like he's going. He's not even to his. He's going to put on some more weight. I just don't feel like that frame. I don't feel like that frame. I don't feel like that frame and the way he plays is going to be long lasting. You know.
Right.
He's going to think
that's a lot of power on him.
Yeah, I think once he gets to the league, he has to have the right. He got to go to the right system with the right strength coach, right nutrition plan, right everything. I mean, yeah. So New York got to do their job.
You know what? I'm thinking that in the pros, that the organizations with all the new rules and stuff like that is really on the player with his personal training staff, because it's only so much these teams are able to do now with all these new rules and stuff that after these player associations they came together to stop.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it might be. Zion ain't trying to lose some weight, bro. Yeah.
So you think Zion
gonna have to.
I think Zion basically Charles Barkley, like how he had to make the transition and get in the shape, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But his explosion is real, man. Like that shit is different.
Oh yeah.
But
like that.
I mean, Charles Barkley didn't have this spectacular highlights like a Zion, but he was explosive.
Oh, he was explosive.
Hell yeah. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. But I mean, I'm talking about how quickly Zion get off the floor, and even when he comes down his second jump, it's like he back up there before some of those other cats is up there. You know what I'm saying? Off of their first jump, and that it's crazy. And I thought Marvin Bagley's second jump was fast. Zion, with all that weight, man, that shit is different. Like
he moved folks out the way, bro. Dude, a rhino.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, rhino. Yeah, but I mean, so Zion, they're saying Zion 6'6", right?
Yeah.
I know they say he's 6'8", quote unquote, but like they were talking about him the other night, they say he's really like 6'6".
All right.
Hey, do y'all know? You know how they gonna introduce him? From South Carolina, because he's from South Carolina, right? Big Steve, man, he gonna have the same introduction as Jordan.
Hey,
just from South Carolina.
Hey, yo, hey, Rock, Darren, on YouTube right now, he said, tell Rock if he think Russ so bad, if he thinks so bad of Russ, Bron ain't averaging no triple doubles and been winning. Lakers suck. He at work right now. When he on YouTube. He said, stop talking bad about Russ when you talk about Russell Westbrook.
And look, Russell Westbrook started scoring all the 40s and stuff, and they take.
Yeah, Paul George is balling. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, but guess what? Now Westbrook scoring all them points and stuff again, and they lose. Like, dude, here's another dude. Dude, so self-centered is ridiculous. Like, he cannot see that. Oh, if I got to take 35 shots to get 40, we're not gonna win because I'm taking shots away from Paul George and I'm costing us precious possessions. I'm sorry. Tell me this, have y'all been seeing this in this man game? I'm so tired of him trying the backboard shot. He shoot a hard-ass brick every time. Like, bro, you are not Scottie Pippen. You need to work on that more in the gym before you take it in the game. He'll come back and try to pull up and bank the shot, and he shoot it hard off the glass at least 2-3 times a game. Like, dude, he is very. Don't get me wrong.
What did Russell do to you, dog? Like, all this Russell
I'm gonna tell you
some trash in the NBA we can talk about, man.
I'm gonna tell you what he did to me. I'm gonna tell you what he did to me. I give him credit for adjusting for Paul George, but you could have done that with Durant, man, and still been winning. But
man, Durant is fake, man. Like,
he was too busy trying to prove that he was just as much of the man and this was as much of his team as it was Durant. He did that so many times when Durant was there.
The vibe wasn't right, man. The vibe wasn't right. That's all it was, man. They didn't go together, man. Like, behind closed doors, they look good, but as it unfolded, we saw who was who, you know. That's just what it was. You can't. It's hard to play with somebody you don't got chemistry with like that. You know, that's just what it was.
I understand, man. Like, it's no way I can play on the same team with Durant and he don't get. I'm gonna try to make him shoot the ball 40 times a game. Like, he gonna get that rock. But dude, to come down
that 3-1 to Golden State, that was all Russell Westbrook. That's what you
said. No, I put that 3-1 to Golden State on Durant.
Okay, all right.
That's the reason why I don't like Durant no more neither, because how you go join them? That's so whack. Like, and I don't like people.
Now that was rap right there. That's one of the weakest things I've been saying.
People try to say that what he did and what LeBron did is the same thing. No, it's not.
Nah, LeBron would have went to San Antonio,
exactly.
With
if
Dallas,
LeBron would have went to San Antonio, that would have made it because San Antonio had just swept him. Or if he would have went to Boston, oh man, then it would have been LeBron. You weak for that.
You know what I do, fellas?
If he would have went to Boston.
When I look at this Kevin Durant situation, I say to myself, Hawk, if you was playing open gym and you saw a team was going to run the course all day, and then you saw a team that was going to be iffy, and there was 10 people waiting, which team would you choose?
I hate this analogy because it is right, but
I'm choosing the team that's going to run the goddamn course. So the hell with y'all. Kevin Durant get that.
That's why I be torn into stuff like I'm the first to say I admit to being like a hypocrite, all that, because guess what? Even though I don't like dude for that, I understand.
I understand it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I understand it. I might call him a pump, but I sure understand this because, damn it, I'm tired. Look, man, I'm trying to win one. Goddamn, I'm see what that feels. Let me win one, man. Pause. Come on, man.
Now we get it. It's just like you can't have no ghostwriter and say you're the best rapper.
Oh no, doubt.
I'm saying like,
no doubt. Yeah.
You know, it's just like, okay, or you got your right now go somewhere. Show me that you can really be this baller that you portray yourself.
Yeah. You can't say you're the best in the world. I'm with you on that. He can't say you're the best in the world.
That's why I was trying to say that he's better than LeBron is because like Kevin Durant does not have to host the offensive shoulder load every single night like LeBron.
His stress is so low. Exactly.
Yeah, so if LeBron was to focus and buckle down on trying to stop Kevin Durant, they won't get any points. Them folks gonna score 60-some points for a total game and get blowed out because he got other people to go to. And I always felt like if you would have put LeBron on the Warriors and put KD on the Cavs, it would be so ugly. It would be so ugly. But people act like they don't understand that because they hate it so strong for LeBron. Is no, you supposed to be the best player. I don't care. I'm telling you right now, if you take Michael Jordan and some doodle players and put them up against the Warriors, he's gonna lose, bro. He's going to lose.
He's gonna score 63 though, like he did versus the Boston Celtics. He's gonna get 63 though.
He gonna get off, but he gonna lose.
He gonna get swept, but he gonna get 63. That's all you gonna remember. They don't remember Jordan got swept, but they remember 63 got there. Believe that. But look, man,
he gonna get off.
We done ran out of time in an appropriate way of talking about Michael Jordan after LeBron, because Michael Jordan is the GOAT. So with that being said, I'm gonna let y'all do y'all shout outs and we're gonna get up out of here. Who going first on this Monday? In the show.
Man, I'm gonna shout out Robert Kraft, man, for sticking up, man, for prison reform, and now he's seeing what it feels like to be a black man. Because when you stand up for something, they want to come after you and mess with you. Right. Same thing. Then he understands what Colin Kaepernick feels like, maybe.
Yeah, the man getting his thing jerked off, and they talking about let that old man get his right. He paid for it. Hell.
Well.
Man, shout out to my Tar Heels, you know what I'm saying? Lonnie Business versus Duke.
And Duke, and Cameron.
Also, man, this, let people smoke their weed and, have their sex, man. Like, that shouldn't be something that's illegal, man. Like, let's grow up, society.
Let's grow up.
Absolutely.
Let's get out the stone age, huh? Right. We ain't using our feet to drive no more. Come on, man.
Exactly, but come on, man.
Hey, I know we gotta go, man, but why all the natural things are illegal to sell?
Because they can't monetize it.
They ain't
like,
go.
If I want to be a drug addict,
there you go.
You can't tax it, baby.
You can't sell cocaine.
The government gotta get his fee.
Hey, unless they can get their hands on it. They ain't gonna let you do it. It's like NCAA. NCAA.
I mean, even though they bring it in the country, they still want to tax it. Yeah. So they bring it in, then they put it in. They put the good people in jail for something.
Yeah, look. This is what they do, T. This is what they do, T. They put it in your.
Look at the Me Too movement in reverse, but in drug situations. You got all these people locked up for selling weed, yet you can sell weed legally in all these other states now. Like, that's disgusting, bro. Disgusting. Grow up, America.
I'm gonna just tell y'all something, man. This show went from sports to weeds and hoes. Y'all are something else. Only on the ball. Shout out to Dwight.
Hey, man, that's why this the best podcast on the net. That's why.
Man, I'm just trying to be like Joe Budden.
We versatile over here, man.
I'm just trying to have
a podcast. Educated, man.
Yeah, nothing's off limits here at the BallHawk Show. Like I tell folks, the callers control the topic. I have a blueprint, but if they come in and write a better script, then we're gonna run with it.
Hey, man, and that's why we here, man. Shout out to BallHawk. Shout out to A1 Insurance.
Hey,
we need them sponsors. Hey, man, shout out to Rock, Shake and Bake, DeVille, the whole crew.
Hey.
We did it again, man.
We did it again.
This
90 seconds.
Right,
did it again.
You are down there with them Gators.
We gonna. Yeah, I'm down here with the Gators, baby. I'm in New Orleans. I'm about to go to the Sixers and Pelicans game, but I'm not sitting there go. You know what I mean?
He shot on before he left.
I'm about to leave right now, man.
Going out there, man. Tell man Ben Simmons that your boy from Portland nice and trash. He talking so tough.
Oh yeah. He said
you talk too much to be so ass. Not knowing the dude had 20 and 10 already. But
you gotta have your trash talk ready, man. At all times.
But definitely appreciate y'all, man. Might not be back on tomorrow. Soccer practice and start back up, but if I do come on, it'll be a little later. So y'all be on the Facebook and YouTube. Okay. I'll let y'all know what the deal is.
I'm coming on tomorrow because LeBron play tonight.
LeBron play tonight, so I mean I gotta come on tomorrow. You something else. All right, dog. All right, dog. And that's all we got for y'all today, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. It's Mondays, the BallHawk Show podcast, live show, uncut. We talked about everything from Robert Kraft to Michael Jordan to LeBron James and how how young guys don't get better and they get one-dimensional. Just tune in, man. If you're on YouTube, you came in late, the stream going up right now. Salute to y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe.